Minnesota family, my heart is absolutely racing right now because the nightmare we all feared is staring us right in the face. We watched a ghost of our past hoist a Lombardi trophy while we sat at home wondering what went wrong with the plan. This isn't just news. It is a complete earthquake that has leveled the foundation of our franchise in this year of 2026. We need to talk about the betrayal, the failure, and the massive gamble that just blew up. We are building this tribe together. Like, subscribe, and comment your city and name below now. It is time to look at the cold, hard truth because Sam Darnold just broke his silence and it hurts like a punch to the gut. Our former quarterback is sitting there with a Super Bowl ring on his finger while we are left picking up the pieces of a shattered season. Darnold went on the San Clemente podcast and finally spoke about being pushed out of Minnesota to make room for JJ McCarthy, and it is devastating to hear. He was the guy who led us to a 14-3 record. He was the guy who revived his entire career in our purple and gold, and then we just let him walk away for nothing. Think about that for a second because it is absolutely ridiculous that we had a Pro Bowl talent right here, and the front office decided to gamble it all on a rookie deal. Darnold says he understands the business side of it. He says he gets why they wanted the younger guy on a cheap contract to pay other veterans. But look at where that got us. He is out there throwing for over 4,000 yards and winning championships in Seattle while we are watching JJ McCarthy struggle to even stay on the field. The reality is that Sam Darnold was significantly better than JJ McCarthy in 2025, and he was way healthier too. While Darnold was earning his second straight Pro Bowl honor and putting up massive numbers, our supposed savior JJ McCarthy was battling through knee surgery and injury issues that have haunted him since he was a rookie. It makes you sick to your stomach when you realize we could have kept both and just let the best man win. But no, the leadership decided to force the transition, and now Kwesi Adofo-Mensah is out of a job because of it. We are talking about a 10-win difference in performance, and it is impossible to ignore how much this hurts our soul as fans. How do you feel about seeing Darnold thrive while we are stuck in this cycle of what-ifs? Was the rookie contract really worth losing a franchise quarterback who clearly had the magic? This is the kind of mistake that defines a decade, and right now we are living in the fallout of a massive organizational failure in 2026. We deserve better than this. But wait, it gets even crazier when you look at the raw numbers that led to the firing of our general manager. Ownership finally had enough of the regression, and honestly, who can blame them after seeing what happened last year? We went from a powerhouse team to a squad that had to fight tooth and nail just to finish with a winning record at 9-8. That 5-game drop in the standings is the direct result of choosing potential over proven production, and it cost Kwesi Adofo-Mensah his entire career in Minnesota. You cannot tell me this was a success when JJ McCarthy finished his stint as a starter with a 6-4 record while completing less than 60% of his passes. He threw 12 interceptions to only 11 touchdowns, and that is simply not going to cut it in this league if you want to compete for titles. The tension in the building must have been unbearable, because while we were struggling to move the chains, Sam Darnold was lighting up the league with 25 touchdowns and a calm leadership that we desperately missed. Here is the raw truth that they do not want you to focus on. We essentially traded a championship window for a developmental project that is not developed yet. It is a nightmare scenario for any fan base to watch their team fall apart while their former hero becomes a legend somewhere else. Every time Darnold made a big play for the Seahawks, it was like a dagger in the hearts of everyone in the Twin Cities. We are sitting here in 2026 wondering how a professional front office could miscalculate the value of a winning quarterback this badly. They thought the rookie scale contract was the ultimate cheat code. They forgot that you actually need the quarterback to be elite to make it work. JJ McCarthy has the grit and the personality we love, but the injuries and the lack of consistency have turned this dream into a massive concern for the future. Are we really supposed to just wait and hope his knee holds up next time, or is the window already slammed shut on this current group? The atmosphere around this team has shifted from excitement to a deep sense of worry because the gamble did not pay off, and now we are finally here. Now we have to talk about the massive, explosive move that just changed the entire landscape of this locker room. The Vikings have officially inked Kyler Murray to a 1-year contract, and the message is loud and clear across the entire league. This is a move to replace JJ McCarthy in the starting lineup because the patience has finally run out among the people who make the big decisions. Kyler Murray is a two-time Pro Bowler entering his age 29 season, and he is coming here to save a ship that is taking on water fast. This is the definition of a redemption arc for both the player and the franchise, but it puts JJ McCarthy in a devastating position. Think about the drama of this situation because our former top 10 pick is now looking at the end of his run with the Vikings before it even really started. If Kyler Murray comes in here and plays the way we know he can, what does that mean for the kid we invested everything in? It is a high-stakes poker game, and the Vikings just went all in on a veteran because they are terrified of falling further behind. We are talking about a quarterback in Kyler who has the explosive talent to change a game in a single play, which is something we have not seen consistently since the day we let Darnold walk. But the risk is just as high because we are essentially back to square one at the most important position in all of sports. We are cycling through quarterbacks like a team with no identity, and it is honestly exhausting to keep up with every single day. I am losing my mind thinking about the fact that we had a stable situation, and now we are relying on a one-year rental to keep us relevant in 2026. This move tells you everything you need to know about how the internal staff feels about the progress and the ability to stay healthy for our young quarterback. They are not waiting around for a miracle anymore, they are hunting for a spark right now. Is Kyler Murray the hero we need, or is this just another band-aid on a wound that is way too deep to fix with one signing? This news is total chaos. Seriously, when you sit back and look at the strategy, it is almost unbelievable how badly this was handled by the previous regime. In retrospect, it is hard to argue that the Vikings would not have been better off just keeping both Sam Darnold and JJ McCarthy on the roster last season. Imagine a world where we let them compete in training camp and simply played the man who gave us the best chance to win on Sundays. Instead, we cleared the path for a player who was not ready and pushed out a guy who was playing the best football of his entire life. The insider truth here is that the best quarterback did win the battle, he just happened to be playing for a different team in the NFC West while we suffered through a 5-game regression. It is a bitter pill to swallow for every single person who wears the purple and gold, because we see the talent in JJ McCarthy, but we also see the reality of the standings. Now we are looking at a situation where the team has to decide on the 5th-year option by May of next year, and his entire future is a giant question mark. If Kyler Murray takes the reins and flies with them, McCarthy becomes an expensive backup or a trade piece for a regime that did not even draft him. We are witnessing the potential end of an era before it even reached its peak, and it feels like a total waste of a rookie contract window. The theory among many of us who follow this team every single hour is that the front office got too cute with the numbers and forgot about the human element of winning games. They looked at the salary cap and the rookie deal, but they did not look at the chemistry and the momentum that Darnold had built in that locker room. Now we are back at the drawing board with a veteran on a one-year deal and a young quarterback whose confidence and health are both under fire. It is a stressful time to be a fan because we just want consistency and a reason to believe that a trophy is coming home to Minnesota. This whole situation is a masterclass in how quickly things can fall apart. We are standing at a crossroads that will define the next 5 years of Minnesota Vikings football, and I need to know where you stand on this. Are we witnessing the beginning of a legendary comeback with Kyler Murray, or are we just watching the slow collapse of a plan that never had a chance? The irony of Sam Darnold winning it all while we scramble for answers is almost too much to handle, but we have to look forward. We are a tribe that stays loyal through the highest peaks and the lowest valleys, and right now, we need to stick together more than ever. This move for Kyler is a desperate play, but it is a play for greatness, and we have to hope his energy matches the passion of this fan base. If he can recapture that Pro Bowl form and lead us back to the top of the division, all of this pain might actually be worth it in the end. But if this fails, we are looking at a total rebuild that none of us are ready for. I want to see your fire in the comments below because this is our team and our voices deserve to be heard. Do you think we made a massive mistake letting Darnold walk, or do you still have faith that JJ McCarthy can turn it around behind Kyler? I want to see your city and your name in the comments because we are building something special here, and I want to reach that 3,000 subscriber goal with all of you. We are more than just fans. We are a family that lives and breathes every snap and every touchdown. Let us show the rest of the league that the Vikings are never out of the fight, no matter how much chaos is happening in the front office. Give me your honest thoughts, give me your raw emotions, and let us talk about how we get back to the Super Bowl where we belong. Skull.